This scheme is a cooperation between ISKCON and Department of Cultural Studies in Chinese U. We have heard from Chinese U side. So now we would like to hear also from the ISKCON Temple side. So please join me in welcoming representative from the ISKCON Temple, Dr. Sharma.
The Honorable Chairman of the Department of Cultural and Religious Studies and Director of Center for the Studies of Taoist Culture, Professor Lai Chi Tim, Professor Zhou Yu from the Center of Humanistic Buddhism, Professor Tem Wai Lun from the Department of Cultural and Religious Studies, Professor Kenneth Welpe, and Professor Itamar Theodore from the Professorship in Indian Religion and Culture, distinguished guests, friends, and well-wishers. Good morning. On behalf of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness of Hong Kong, I warmly welcome all of you to this event. It is with great pleasure that I sit before you today to celebrate the success of the Professorship in Indian Religions and Culture within the Department of Cultural and Religious Studies at the Chinese University of Hong Kong. The success of this professorship is the result of a close collaboration between the Chinese University and the International Society for Krishna Consciousness of Hong Kong for the past 4 years. But first, allow me to give you some background about our institution. The International Society for Krishna Consciousness, or ISKCON, or Hare Krishna movement, as it is more commonly known around the world, belongs to the Gaudiya Vaishnava denomination, a monotheistic tradition within the broad Hindu culture. This philosophy and teachings of ISKCON are based on the ancient Vedic literatures of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and other Vedic texts. ISKCON was officially registered in New York City on July 11, 1966, by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who at the ripe old age of 70 journeyed alone from India to America in order to bring the teachings of Lord Sri Krishna and ancient India to the English-speaking world. Through the tireless efforts of the founder of ISKCON, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who wrote numerous books on Indian religions and philosophy and translated the religious classics of India into English language, the wisdom of ancient India has now become available to millions of people around the globe in over 50 languages. Today, ISKCON has grown into a worldwide confederation of more than 400 temples, 100 vegetarian restaurants, 40 farm communities, and a wide variety of community projects with over 1 million members worldwide. The Hare Krishna movement first came to Hong Kong in 1972 and was formally established as an organization in 1981. For almost 30 years now, in keeping with our principle of simple living, high thinking, ISKCON Hong Kong has been conducting regular classes on philosophy, yoga, and vegetarian cooking to encourage a healthy lifestyle and a more simple, natural way of life. We also hold regular classes and temple ceremonies throughout the week and a special love feast program on Sundays for both the local Chinese and Indian communities, to which we invite everyone for a free traditional Indian vegetarian meal. We are deeply committed to distributing spiritual knowledge, providing higher educational services, and promoting spiritual friendship between people of all faiths. Over the past 30 years, since its inception, ISKCON Hong Kong has distributed thousands of books on Indian literature and culture to the general public, as well as to the libraries of various schools and universities. As part of our efforts to provide higher educational services to the general public, for the past 6 years, ISKCON Hong Kong has actively participated in the Harmony in Diversity program undertaken by the Chinese University of Hong Kong. The objective of the Harmony in Diversity project is to provide an opportunity for students to learn about various cultural and religious practices that make up the diverse society of Hong Kong. ISKCON Hong Kong is very supportive of this project, and since the year 2004, many schools and colleges such as the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Hong Kong University, Baptist University, Lingnan University, and several local secondary schools have brought their students to visit our center in Tsim Sha Tsui. Through these visits, students get the opportunity to experience Indian culture by observing firsthand the worship ceremony, lifestyle, dressing, cooking, traditional music, dance, and chanting. By reaching out to the Hong Kong youngsters and youth of today, ISKCON Hong Kong is making it possible for the leaders of tomorrow to gain a deeper understanding of the culture and practices of the Indian community in Hong Kong. This will certainly benefit everyone and allow communities to work together in peaceful harmony. Since it was first established in 2007, for the past 3.5 years, ISKCON Hong Kong has been working very closely with the Chinese University to enhance, strengthen, and present the professorship in Indian religions and culture. It has long been the vision of ISKCON to establish such an academic course in a local institution of higher learning. Thanks to the generous moral and financial support of our all well-wishers from the local Indian community, ISKCON was able to start off the professorship with a donation of 4 million Hong Kong dollars. The present 5-year agreement of the professorship will come to an end in June 2012. However, ISKCON would like to see the professorship further develop its services and courses and possibly become a full-fledged center for the study of Indian religions and culture. Such a center would make it possible for us to significantly expand our services to the benefit of the community in Hong Kong, in addition to expanding our present program of academic course teaching, research, and publication activities. We would like to see the professorship offer more undergraduate and graduate courses, provide continuing education programs for working adults, publish materials to facilitate better understanding and appreciation of India's rich heritage, and stage cultural programs focusing on India for the benefit of local people. It should also be noted that Hong Kong is home to several thousand families of Indian and South Asian backgrounds, and both ISKCON and the Department of Cultural and Religious Studies at Chinese University are endeavoring to serve this large community by supporting this professorship and further expanding it. These aims and objectives are something that we of Indian background can take pride in. In order to achieve this objective, we require funding of approximately 2 million Hong Kong dollars per annum going forward. We are confident that with your support, we will be able to achieve these objectives. I take this opportunity to offer my heartfelt gratitude to the members of the Indian community in Hong Kong for your kind support in the past. We at ISKCON value your continued support in helping us to spread the culture and glories of India in Hong Kong and around the world. On behalf of ISKCON Hong Kong, I congratulate the Chinese University of Hong Kong for their foresight and enthusiasm in offering the professorship in Indian religions and culture to their students and thank them for their support. We are proud to be associated with such a respected institution of higher learning. We are confident that since its inception in 2007, this professorship has brought about a better understanding of the diverse culture of India and has further enhanced existing goodwill and rapport between the local Chinese people and the Indian community who have made Hong Kong their home. I also take this opportunity to thank all the members of ISKCON Hong Kong for their sincerity and hard work in supporting the professorship, and I humbly thank the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna for his blessings, without which this professorship at the Chinese University could not have been successful. And I pray for the continued success of this program. I would like to thank all the speakers present here today for sharing their thoughts and experiences with us. In particular, I would like to thank the chairman of the department, Professor Lai Chi Tem, and Professor Tam Bai Lun for their kind support over the years, as well as Professor Kenneth Welpe and Professor Ithamar Theodore for teaching this course on Indian religions and culture. Lastly, I would especially like to thank all of you, our friends and well-wishers who have taken the time to come and be with us this morning to celebrate the success of the professorship in Indian religions and culture. We truly appreciate your support and backing of this worthwhile academic project. Thank you. Hare Krishna.